within the first year of me being in the industry, I started booking my own work as a freelance. I started booking my music videos. I've been in music videos with Lil Tecca, Ellie Gady, Tyler Parks, Joey Badass, and like those kind of like, you know, people that make, when people think of music video models, they think of vixens. You know, they don't realize that there could be multiple types of music video models. So luckily I had the opportunity to play basketball in a music video, to play a crying girl and put my acting skills to the test in a music video, you know? So I was able to put my acting skills and my sports skills into the craft of music videos. And then when I first turned 18, I was able to go to all these things alone. And that's when I started booking even bigger jobs like Nike. Nike was one of like the first jobs that I had booked for myself that I was really like proud of myself for. So what people don't like know about this job in particular is I initially took on the job and it was supposed to shoot in Delaware. And it was only going to pay me $300 because it was a background gig.
Yeah.
And they confirmed me the day before the actual shoot day.
Damn.
So they were like late night. They were like, you're confirmed. Can you make it to Philly by tomorrow, 6 a.m.? Not Philly, to Delaware.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's do it. I need this on my resume like now.
Sheesh.
So I didn't have any money at this time, nothing whatsoever. So I asked my dad, listen, I need to book a bus to Delaware for tonight. And I packed my bags at 8 p.m. My dad helped me book the ticket. I had 1 cent to my name. Like I had like a few bucks in my pocket. And I was like, I'm gonna make it work. I don't care if I can't eat all day. I'm gonna go there, get this credit on my like under my name and come back home and everything's gonna be fine. So I get to Delaware I take the last bus to Delaware at like 9 p.m. I end up getting there at around like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
So I end up getting there at 1 in the morning. My plan is to sleep in the station until 5 a.m. to take an Uber from like using my dad's card to the shoot location.
Damn.
And when I get to Delaware, the station was closed. Yeah, it was closed, and I was Nike'd out from head to toe because one of the requirements was to bring as much Nike apparel as you can because I was an extra. They're not really gonna like fully provide. I'm thinking clothes for me.
You're like standing out at 1 in the morning.
At 1 in the morning in Delaware, and mind you, I didn't find out until like the day after, until I got back home, that I was in the most dangerous city of Delaware at this time. So I start walking to the nearest McDonald's, which is like a 15-20 minute walk away from where I was. And I start walking through this town, and I'm there like in tight Nike apparel.
Damn.
And I get to the McDonald's, and then there's this car. I asked the McDonald's, hey, can I like wait inside until like 4 in the morning? It's a 24-hour McDonald's, but the inside is closed, the drive-thru's open. Yeah. And they're like, no. So I'm out there, it's freezing at that point because I think this was in November, the shoot. Jeez. And there was this car that kept circling around. My boyfriend is on the other side of the phone, and he's ordering me an Uber to get to the nearest hotel. I start calling 5 different hotels, asking if I can like stay in their lobbies until the morning time. Like 4 of them said no. The 5th one, which was my saving grace, said yeah, come on by. It took an hour for the Uber to get to me because in Delaware at that time there's like no Ubers around. Yes. Took me to the thing, and I met the security guard. I will never forget his name or face. I have his number and everything. His name is Larry. He let me stay on the couch downstairs, and then I took like an hour nap, and I was like on 1 hour of sleep for this entire shoot, by the way. Sheesh. I wake up like an hour later, and Larry gives me snacks, like a huge bag of snacks that he went to CVS to just give me. And he's like, here's these snacks for the road. I wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. Because within those 2 hours that I was there, me and Larry, like we were talking about like my goals, my future, and like where I see myself. And like he believed in me, you know, like a complete stranger in a completely different city. You would never know, like you'd find such nice people. And he sent me back on the road. He's like, here's some snacks, here's my number. If you're ever in Delaware again, let me know. And then I show up to the shoot with 1 hour of sleep, having eaten nothing, with snacks in my hand and all that stuff. Usually when someone's like that tired, you're like grumpy or whatever. And I was like, I'm still happy I'm here. Nice. So I go into the shoot with like, just like happy spirits. And in this shoot, there's a table of disabled people, like prosthetic leg, prosthetic arm, and then there's like a group of people who don't have prosthetics or anything. They're like the athletes of the shoot. There's like 2 different athletes. There's disabled athletes that they want to promote on the new Nike campaign, and then the people like that aren't disabled. So they, I see that everyone's like in their own cliques, and automatically I like see it, and I go sit with the people who have like just the people who are in their own group. No one's talking to them, and I'm like wondering why not, you know? So I introduced myself to everyone, and mind you, I'm still a freelance at this time. Mm-hmm. And I'm just myself. And then I didn't realize until after the shoot that day that one of the guys, his name is Jovan, that I met, he has a prosthetic leg. He said, listen, your energy is super dope. My aunt's a manager. I would love to introduce you to her.
Oh, wow.
And that's how I got my first management. It was through a networking connection that I like made with someone else. A lot of people, they think you need to make a management through either like submitting yourself constantly or doing whatever, but a lot of people don't realize that the true connections that you make can lead to so much more. Networking is so important. Mm-hmm. And being yourself is even 10 times more important, because you never know who you're going to come across, who you're going to meet, who that person is going to introduce you to. And I learned that very early on pursuing this like career path.
Nice.
And then when he introduced me to her, I ended up signing with them. They're called CMA Entertainment. And I was with them for about 2 years. And they introduced me to a lot of really, really great auditions. And I was seen by the most amazing producers for the past 2 years and all that really good stuff. So not only did this Nike opportunity like give me that connection to a management that gave me so many opportunities, a month later, the Nike production calls me and they're like, we want to update you to a principal role.
Hey.
And that made my check go from $300 to $20,000.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Hey.
Now, let me hold something. You thought you was gonna say that? I was with you.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Nah, that was some great story. I didn't mean to mess it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's
beautiful though.
Yo, seriously. That is crazy.
A lot came out of that. I think that was my first ever like real like this career path can go in any direction. Mm-hmm. And it reminds me of my favorite book, The Alchemist, because in The Alchemist...
Oh, let's not do this.
Listen.
That's my book.
I told you.
That's my book.
I'm a book.
Gabe ain't never read that book. He lied. Nah. I think we all have. At some point, you had to read that book.
Yeah.
Throughout your college or high school.
Yeah, so... Honestly, at this point in my life, I'm real life living The Alchemist right now, because I have this end goal for myself, and I'm still young, so I have like these step-by-step things that I need to do in life. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's exactly how it's going to go, but no, that's not really how it happens. You can still get to that end goal and that destination in a completely different direction that you didn't see coming. So after learning that and knowing that pretty much anything can happen, all I have to do is just be myself, and the right things will come into my life. I will attract the right things. Nice. No matter what door closes, no matter what I go through, everything will work out at the end. And that's what I have to keep reminding myself, you know?